Hey guys, welcome back. Do you hear that? That's the hum of our temporary heating. Still going. We're on week 3 of our heating install.
Yep.
Although in Teal's defense, like he says, this is not the only project that he's doing. So we got a million things to button up, and this is just one of them. Luckily, it's not as cold right now, so
yeah,
he's kind of off the hook. But I really do want to get this done and completed, and we are almost done. I can't wait to get this fired up.
Yeah.
So let's see what the captain's working on, because I hear him down there. Looks like he is doing something.
It's getting there. We're almost done. Maybe a day or two.
One day.
One day.
I'll help.
Okay. How about tomorrow I fire these puppies up?
Let's do it. Let's get to work.
I'm back at it. Ugh. Another ugly day. It's supposed to rain all day today. Luckily I'm inside. Okay, let's take a look at what we got going. Tanks are out. I've marked them out, and I marked these out for a reason. Because I have to run some ducting. This used to be my air inlet. It is now going to be an exhaust. It's going to tie into this unit here. This unit actually goes in, feeds Emma's stateroom in here, turns around, comes back out, will snake around, exit here, come around here, exit down here, and I'll have 2 registers, one here and one here. So I have to rough all this in right now, because when I put these tanks in, I want to be able to mount the pumps right here, right where I can see them. In order to do that, I want to know where all this ducting goes. So let's get that in. Okay, that gives me a good idea of where the ducting is going to be. These were all the old holes for the water, seawater in, seawater out, condensation drip. I'm going to actually cut this out and mount a grill of this for an air intake for this cabinet. Is so different when you're living on your boat and working on it. You really got to keep your work environment clean, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be going to bed in fiberglass dust. Okay, now that got a little ventilation into this cabinet, I need to still put the tanks back on. But before I do that, let's work on the exhaust. There's 2 exhaust pipes that come out, and they're gonna be centered right through these sleeves. And then I'm gonna pack it around here with glass insulation to keep any of that heat transferring out to the sleeves. Next thing I do is wrap fiberglass wool around the exhaust. And then insert this into the sleeve. This will keep it centered. And keep that heat from traveling to the sleeve. And I'll do this from both sides. One down. Okay, let's take a look at this. Everything looks good. The exhaust in this locker is done. It penetrates through this bulkhead into that huge locker. From there, they'll be attached to mufflers and then risers that penetrate through the upper deck through a chimney. So now what's next? Well, I can mount these, but then I think it's going to get in my way. I still need to do some work right here, so let's do this next. That's where I'm going to mount the fuel pumps.
My dad is so crazy. He's cutting those things outside in a storm.
It is ugly out there.
Cold?
Not too bad, just soaking wet.
Okay.
Okay, I just cut this piece right here. Gonna mount, let's see, right there. And it gives me a nice platform for the fuel pumps. My mounting plate is almost done. Put the last pump on. And there we go, just like that. Now this simply gets mounted right here. So it was hard to get a drill into this area right here. Luckily, I have a little flexible drill bit. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is get these tanks in permanently. To do that, I have to mount this pickup tube right in the bottom of the tank. They leave a little flat spot to drill it in. I don't know why they don't put it in, but think about this. You have to unscrew this, feed it all the way through here, through the hole, hold it steady, put the washer on, and tighten the nut. Well, it's like building a ship in a bottle. I have a couple of ideas how I'm going to do this. Let's see how it works. Let's see if I can do this in one take. I tied a drill bit for weight. I can see it in there. And drop it out the hole. And I can pull this tight. Cut the drill bit off. Thread the pickup tube on here. Put it right about there. And now I need to put a stopper midway through this line. now, let's see if I could pull this into place. And there it is. That worked pretty good. I like it. Cut this off. Pull this out. And tighten it up. Okay, getting close here. This goes in, but I wanted to get my little retainer screws in all my ducting. I'm not gluing this together because I want to be able to disassemble this if I needed to. Just need to make the last connection here. I need to go into that locker and slide it right in. Once that's in, I have my last 3 retainer screws and mount the tanks. Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
What do you want me to do?
Well, when you'll see this little, see that big 4-inch pipe?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to shove it that way.
Oh, that thing. Okay.
See it coming your way?
Yeah.
Line it up with that T fitting.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you need to push it down, it looks like.
Yeah, I do. Hold on, let me get it up well.
Do you have enough strength to do that?
Hold on, let me get up
Hey,
there.
Emma.
Yeah?
There's a spacer.
A spacer?
Underneath the very back, in the back of the locker, underneath of the pipe.
Yeah?
See that?
Oh, I'll put it on. Well,
Pull that out.
okay, it's out.
Now it might bend.
Yeah, there we go.
Are you pushing down?
Yeah.
Does it look like it's lining up?
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Okay.
Yep, we're in.
Okay, but the
Oh,
space.
maybe not. I need a little bit more. Hang on.
Okay, the spacers don't fit underneath there anymore.
I need to tap it in. Hang on.
Okay.
How's that look?
Looks good.
Yep, we're in.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now they got that last connection in. Just tie this all in, and this ducting is in for good. Well, I've done as much work as I can behind the scenes here. It's time to get these tanks in permanently. Okay, it's getting there. I left this little gap down here, a little 1-inch gap under everything. So it'd be easy to just insert a little absorbent pad. That'd be easy. There it is. That way, all my field lines have a little protection underneath them, and I can see if I have any leaks. And if there is, it's easy to replace and diagnose the problem. Okay, let's see what we got going down here. It's a new day. Let's get these fuel lines in. Got them all laid out right here. Here's the fuel lines that came with the unit. The filters came with the steel clamps. I went and bought new stainless ones and upgraded to a marine grade fuel line. So these go away. I'll use all this. Okay, I've got the first one in. Let's get it in up there. Fits nicely. Right there. get those clamps on. Next thing I have is I cut a little length for my fuel filter. This gets plugged in right on the bottom here. Okay, here's the last fuel line connection. There's no directions on the orientation to put these fuel pumps, but I did see on someone else's video they suggested tilting them 20 degrees. I'm going to fire them up, see how they do. If they have problems, it's real easy to loosen these two set screws and tilt them any orientation I want. Fuel lines are all in. Next, electrical. Got everything set up right here and staged. Got my wire, my connectors, my sub fuse panel. I think I'm going to put in a light in there as well. Here is my carbon monoxide alarms. So let's calculate what we need and get this thing going. Okay, to calculate which wire I need, I open my Blue Sea Systems circuit wizard. I could calculate wire size. If I was to run both of those units simultaneously, they surge to 6 amps for about a minute. So let's say that the load, let's call it 14. Let's say, just play it safe. I know my feet, I have to run 15 feet. And it surges for about a minute. So let's call it 2 minutes. Just overcalculate this a little bit. And calculate. It says I need 12 gauge. There's the wire I need. Okay, to get my wire 15 feet through this conduit, I do have a messenger tied right here. But I don't need it, because when I took the other unit out, I left that line in here. And I just taped it to the end of this, and we'll pull it through. I will need a little bit of help though. Len, can you help me for a second?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, your job is just to make sure it spools off correctly. I'm gonna pull from the nav station, make sure the knot gets through the conduit smooth, and I'll just
So we're changing the 110 to 12 volt.
Correct. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
That should do it.
Okay. My job done?
Your job is done.
Such a good helper.
Okay, wires pulled through. I'm going to mount the sub panel and then actually wire this to the sub panel. That way I can secure this bundle so it doesn't move and work from the other side at the main panel. Okay, now that we've pulled the 12 volt lead from the heaters over to the board, I'll get that wired into my 12 volt panel here. I'll remove that 110 lead from our old heater air conditioner at the same time. Okay, I've killed the 12 volt. Now it's time to direct my attention to my new 12 volt lead to that sub panel. It goes to this breaker here, so it's just a matter of prepping the wire and getting it installed. I like to score it just about halfway through. Just barely touch the razor to it. I want to make sure I don't mar any of the wires below it. Just give a little bit of a score. And it'll pull right off on your mark. Okay, I have my 12 volt killed right now. But my 110 is switched on the board here. So it's nice to put something non-conductive over this, just in case I bump into a hot lead over here. Okay, everything's tied in. Just need to put my last connectors on and tie it into my breaker. Okay, the lead's in now. It's in the off position. I'm going to order my new label. Let's head downstairs and see what's next. Well, there's only two things left. Connect the electrical to the new panel and start working on the air intakes. So let's do that. Okay, before I get these air intakes in, I want to fill in all this sound deadening around here. Well, that was easy. Okay, the exhaust is here. The air inlets for the burner are up here. I have to use the same ambient air pressure for the intake that I do for the exhaust. That forces me to go outside. The exhaust is outside, so I just punched, saved a little time, did it off camera. Punched 2 more holes through the wall here, epoxied sleeves in, and I'll be able to insert the intakes for the burner now. Now it's just a matter of inserting these in. There's one. And there's 2. Get those clamped and secured. Okay. It's a little tight, but not too bad. Okay, let's take a look at this. Exhaust, intake. All mounted in place. This locker is about done. Just the electrical connections left. I still have work to do on the opposite side in the locker. I need to put air filters on my intakes, mufflers on my exhaust, and then go out. After the muffler, it's going out the cabin top. But for now, I jump on electrical. I'll hit that first thing in the morning. Still raining outside. It's getting late. Okay, we're on the home stretch. Aren't we, Compass? Here's what I got. I just removed my old thermostat. But the new thermostats, are you talking to me? The new thermostats are much smaller and won't cover up this hole. So I've made a little template here. Compass. Calm down. I'm right here. I'm literally right here. Here, play with my foot. There you go. Okay. This lays out all the hardware needed to attach the new thermostats. And here's the little piece that I'm working with. I'll be able to cut this out, lay out all the new holes, and attach it. Here's the thermostats. Cute little guys. Little mounting hardware. And the wire harnesses. Most of this will be cut away. This huge lead is the power lead. I've put a power lead right in the cabinet, so I'll be able to cut most of this off along with their inline fuse because it is fused there as well. So let's get on this. Compass. Okay, I just went outside, cut this out. Now I can do a quick layout and get it installed. Okay, got all my cutouts. I also cut out here to match my plate. Now it's just a matter of mounting this on. I've hidden all these fasteners behind the thermostats, so none of them will show. Now I need to get the thermostats just through the hole here. There's one. And two. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, here's the new thermostats. Here's the old one. We've got this door behind our Fusion stereo system and a nice wire chase. So I just need to remove one and add two. Here's my thermostat plug right here. Plugs into here, but I need to chase it under here. I didn't have a lot of room coming up, so I just added another access point right there. Let's see what that looks like from below. Okay, comes out right here. I'll be able to tie it right into this wire chase here. I'm not sure how I'm going to route it yet to get over to this. We'll play that next. Okay, what I want you to do, this plug and this plug, see these two?
Yeah.
I'm going to go up top. See that hole right there?
Right here?
Yeah. Feed them up one at a time to me, and then control the lines as they come through. I don't want the wires twisted, okay?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and feed me the first one.
Okay.
Okay, now the second.
Oh, hold on. Gotta get it. Shouldn't we do them one at a time?
Just through the opening. I want them to come through together, though. Okay.
Okay.
Now just kind of feed them so they come through nice and smooth. Make sure there's no knots.
Okay. Perfect.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, thanks. Next thing I do is start controlling these leads. Get these tied in right along here. Wires are getting tidy. Thermostats go up. Next is tie these power leads into the sub panel. Okay, we're getting close. Now, I need to clean up this mess. Here's my old thermostat. I've left this in because I'm going to use it for a messenger to pull the new leads through. So that's next. Pull this through, make the connection, tuck the wires, get this all buttoned up, and thermostats will be done. Okay, and grab, there's a gray wire.
Here?
Yeah, that one. It's tied to this bundle.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull it, just pull it nice and slow, make sure it doesn't snag. If it snags, don't pull too hard, I'll pull back. Keep pulling. Does it feel like it's going?
No.
Feels like it hit something?
Yeah.
Okay, wiggle it back and forth. There you go. Perfect. Okay, keep pulling. Keep pulling. And there we go. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, everything's tucked in. Thermostats are hooked up. Okay, the last connection on the wire harness was plugging in the fuel pumps. Went in nice and smooth. Getting close to firing these up. Wow. It is ugly outside. Windy, rainy, just miserable. But it's about to get cozy in here. Because we have power. Let's see how everything finished out here. Everything's done. It's all in. Put in a carbon monoxide detector. I wired in a light. It's up here. Thought it'd be handy. I also got some high temperature wrap and put it around the exhaust, anywhere it got close to anything. So I think we're ready to put a little diesel in here and test these puppies out. Okay, I just fired it up. I can't hear it. Oh yeah, I can. Could hear the fan going. Could hear the pump going. I ended up wrapping this entire exhaust port. I'm gonna do that to this one as well. I just felt a little safer that way. Okay, it's kicking up, getting a little more speed to it. Let's close this up, see how quiet it sounds. Not too bad. You can hear a faint clicking of the pump. But I'm happy with that. Let me see if I can feel some air coming through this. Oh yeah. There we go. It's working. Merry Christmas to us.
It feels so nice now that the heater is finally working, fired up. I can actually take off jackets, sweaters, hats. I feel good.
Yeah.
I want to take this opportunity to thank our patrons for your support and words of encouragement. You guys mean a lot to us.
Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, remember to leave a like and subscribe. If you really like it, go check our Patreon page in the link below. Come back next week to see one of our cool new videos. See you then!
Bye!